People, welcome back to Politics Watch. This is SIRP. Now, by now you'd have probably heard the snake and his representatives have put out some statements, a quote-unquote threaten the movement. A lot of people are celebrating this act. For many, this is seen as a surprise move, a bold move that is sure to shock up the local YouTuber and put him in a place. Today, I'm not only going to show you that this statement is only new to the public, but not to me, but I'm also going to give you a brief rundown as to how we get to this point. But we can talk about the so-called surprise, because everybody has messaged me saying they can't believe it. This is unprecedented. Well, look at your screen. I knew about this move in advance. This right here is a screenshot from my Instagram. You can see my PIA special operative is talking to me. He's talking about the snake. And he mentions that his lawyer is going to be putting out a statement against the movement this week. I had all the information. I knew what was going to happen before it even happened. I said nothing. You see, these people think they're playing chess, when in reality, a snake and ladders. I want you to look at your screen right now. This is one of the many attempts the snake has already made to try to get me cancelled off YouTube. You see, them a talk like say, a something where them I go do, something them I go try, and them I go, but here's the thing, people of Jamaica, yard and abroad. When them try them little tactics, and this is just one of them as you can see, this one was sent 10 days ago to me by YouTube. When them sent them little tactics, it looked like Smart never explained to them how this thing work. You see, the people them go do them own investigations, find out who is this snake, and go realize the snake is in Uncle Sam's system. The snake was not just charged but convicted in a US federal court, after which he was deported back to Jamaica. So, the case that them not try put forward to get videos removed and channel take down, it was thrown out. You see, I was actually planning to do one of them little spooky operation there, where I would like purposely put the video private and then make one say, oh no, the snake got me cancelled and pop up back, them old time style. I might even try it, who knows? Who knows, might feel either one day. But basically, YouTube throwed them nonsense. So when you hear them talk about, we're going to this, go ahead, look at your screen again. Recently, the snake went on a rant. This is just a small clip, a small piece of it. Just wanting to see the first couple lines, because many of your favorite bloggers have covered it already. Now, as is customary, when man get emotional in any feelings, the first thing I do, I tell you about your mother. He also mentions that he might get my wife an eagle eye, and that's why never problem. He goes on to mention the usual views and views and all them things. When the snake did this, shortly after he deleted it, I don't know who tap him on him shoulder and tell him say, this right there so, it's too emotional and you look good. This does show say, you get shake up. But you know screenshot thing already. People captured right away. I was getting all kind of messages. You see, the boss this year, the general this year. You lucky say you get a little one post. Lucky say you get a little one post. People of Jamaica, let me give you a brief history as to how we got to this point. For people who support the movement long time. Me remember summer 2020. About them time there. May, June, July them time there. It was a spooky time. Them time there enough people were on alert. Many of your favorite criminals were afraid they would be next. People start to see say some of the information that was being revealed was so accurate and was so groundbreaking that enough people try to save themselves. One of those individuals was the snake. Now you think to yourself, what do I mean by that? You see, the snake supporters are saying that I'm lucky and fortunate, right? That's somebody as big and mighty as the General Shab Snake would even take him time to post on his story about me. I want you to look at your screen right now. What that now look on? When I see that, I want you to not just look at that, because this is a film page, right? Alright, so no sound no gimmicks, Photoshop on. But look on the date. June 24th, 2020. This is when the snake personally, after hearing when I put enough people on warning, right, after seeing what happened to people who is connected to, decide say him no want go out like that, him go save himself. The snake reached out personally. Now I'm only showing a small snippet. So when you see say, the snake himself did contact me. As you can see, him are running under Sykes. Think you're easy, SIRP. SIRP, where you get the information from? SIRP, I listen to your program every day. This was the start of me and the snake's conversation. I proceeded to ask the snake a few questions that I already knew the answer to, such as still firing my producer, all the producing thing I go on. Everything I asked the snake, I already knew the answer to. But at the time, the snake underestimated the level of intel I had. Such as when he tell me say, right, he's never been charged in his life. Or when he try to tell me say, a foreign him live. That's ridiculous, Snakey. Now, but just go back and look. Some of the messages them deleted. But that's alright, Snakey. The truly important things I'm going to talk about, I remember them. And I remember them clearly. Why would an innocent man need to contact a little YouTuber who is nobody? The channel was even smaller in June 2020, trying to convince me that, he's changed. And I even said it to the snake. Me say music I don't know. Stick to the music. Shab Snake fans, you don't find that weird? It's not like I made a video saying Shab Snake and then he messaged me, right, and saying, no, SIRP, not like that. I was very vague back then. Remember, in June 2020, I never dropped no video talking about the snake. The snake video never actually come out till September 2021. In June, May, July 2020, I was very vague to the public, but the people whom I talk about know themselves. As them say, you throw, you can't, never can no fall. When time I warn criminal producer, ex-stone crusher, enough people at the time that wonder who me attack, but the snake know himself. This is why the snake personally turned up in my DM. I bet him never tell her that. You see, don't worry yourself, Sneaky. Even though you talk about something other and all kind of things, we're gonna just post this little snippet. But maybe you should tell people about this. Maybe you should tell people, say, you were so scared that you were going to be outed as a violence producer, that you proceeded to run down the DMs on some fake fan nonsense. You see, Snakey, you thought you and your lawyer made some kind of decisive chess move, when in reality, this entire time, you've been under a genjutsu. You don't even realize that you are the one that is now in a very interesting position. And speaking about lawyer, people of Jamaica, that lawyer that the snake called upon to represent him, he could not have picked a better lawyer to attack the movement with. Mobile people, when you realize that who that, right? Mobile people, when you know which ex-police that, right? Scarface, Scary. I really you that, brother? Scary. Remember the days when Special Branch before it became DIU. Do you remember the investigations? Scary. A matter of fact, do you remember when Intel was intercepted that bigger crime was about to kill you? Do you remember why you and bigger crime did not things? Snakey, me can't believe how scary you go for. Use a lawyer that has no dirt on him. Scary. How about this? Please do only so I go do. Now that's we see. So scary lawyer. Scary, you and the snake. Please do only so I go do. Scary, me know say people are scratch them head. You? Imagine a country where a police officer who was supposedly in the business of investigating and arresting Stone Crusher members is now a lawyer defending an ex-Stone Crusher member. You cannot make this up. Only in Jamaica. But scary, it makes sense. No, it all makes sense. But snaky, I can't believe you don't see the problem here, so. We never go send out scary to be a lawyer. That scary from Mobile, Area 1, do only so now. Matter of fact, hurry up and do only so now. When you listen to Scary, the man sound like he must slur him speech them like when you know when a boxer get too much licking at him. Scary look like he was under duress. Scary look like him never really wanted the video. And it only makes sense. Of course him never wanted the video. Of course Scary never really want to threaten the movement. Because Scary no say him file still the Area 1. Scary no say the PIA no one from the days of the special branch we talk about even before it turned DIU, Divisional Intelligence Unit. People of Jamaica, the snake and him lawyer think say, they backed us into a corner. They backed the movement into a corner. But in reality, they never see nothing yet. See, one of the things them was Scary clearly never tell the snake is that he doesn't really understand how this thing work. He doesn't really understand how social media or even YouTube and them thing they work. Scary. You see Scary, the thing them when you talk about get this and send for this and file for that, all they can find out is the person who are designated to get certain things sent to them or they had to verify certain things. That's all you can get. And them people, them couldn't sell me out even if they tried. Scary. We're living in the age of cryptocurrency. We're living in a time where you don't actually need any kind of name, an address, a number. So the people them who are designated to get certain things and then relay certain things across. The way how they were selected is by recommendation. These people couldn't sell me out even if they tried. You see Scary, for some things, for some platforms, you need to provide like a name, some kind of verification. Anytime that is necessary, I designate somebody. Do not be so foolish as to think I would fall for something like that. So Scary, go ahead and make your demands. Let's say you do get some kind of information. Then what? As I said, even if you were to torture these people for 100 years, they couldn't sell me out even if they wanted to. And you've already failed numerous attempts to get any kind of information or any kind of action on YouTube side because they already run your client's information and say he's a convicted criminal. People of Jamaica, PIA, H1 Squad, I'm going to talk to you. Whatever the outcome may be, I'm not talking about Scary and Snake Liquor Circus. I'm talking about this movement. However it may go. One thing if you understand something, I'm going out on my shield. At no point I want anybody listening to this to think that they can use any form of intimidation, whether it is violence or any kind of legal intimidation, to stop this movement. It's not going to happen. My country means the most to me. The future of my country means the most to me. Even if I have to become a martyr, so be the case. People live and die every single day. We can pretend like we don't see what's going on in the country, like we don't see the people who mash up the country, right? And hope for the best. Enough people are happy with doing that. I'm not doing that. I decided at least a couple years now that will not be me. I'm going to do something about it. And this is my small way of doing something about it. And it has gathered similar people. Right? People who are like-minded. But one thing if you understand, say, Jamaica is an acidic culture. Jamaica is full of acidic people. I don't know if they are the majority or the minority. But what I do know is, even if every single Jamaican was to take the side of people like the snake, and I have to fight this battle alone, so be it. Back in the early days, this movement had no support. People used to laugh and say I joke things. But my desire to see my country a better place is greater than my desire for peace of mind. Because this movement does not give me peace of mind. This is just one of the attempts on the airborne. You see, scary and snaky, you are foolish in thinking that this is something new. Do you have any idea how many times this happened already? Do you have any idea how many times other lawyers do the same thing? It's just that we never make a video about it. And them never go into the news. It just happened behind closed doors. We just see the emails them come in, we just see the messages them from YouTube, and that's it. You think you're onto something groundbreaking. You think you have me cornered when you don't realize you're trying a method that has been attempted ad nauseum. This is nothing new. Not my first time at the rodeo. This is why I'm encouraging you to go ahead. But at least it would have been much less interesting if the people involved never have a track record like Scary. Now in the future, long after I am no longer alive, people will tell some of these stories because this is documented. And the people who live in that Jamaica will remember that this Jamaica, with these Jamaicans, saw a movement rise from the ashes with no popular support from any entertainer, any politician, no major backing, no corporate backing, with no big money spending behind it, no machine with no billion-dollar investments, nothing. A movement that saw organic growth. Just a little YouTuber and like-minded individuals, and they will see that there were those who rise up against the movement. And in the future, I promise you, you will all be remembered for your treachery against your nation. Your treachery against the youth of this country who will inherit this nation. So, today, as it stands, the PIA might be outnumbered, the little YouTuber might be outnumbered, in bad mind, just a look views, I threw the snake, take away my wife in the eagle eye. Alright, celebrate, laugh, post your comments, post your emojis. But history has shown many times that tiny movements like the PIA, movements that are ridiculed, people say, you can't make no change, you can't do nothing. Enough time, those movements spawn much bigger things. You see, I'm not saying I'm going to be the one to change Jamaica. I'm not saying the PIA is going to change Jamaica. But the spark that will be lit in the people who do, those people will one day tell the story of the PIA and the Patreon squad and the odds that we were up against and the type of people that we were up against. And all you vultures, all you treacherous individuals and groups who seek to go against the best interests of Jamaica, I promise you, you will be remembered as well, but for all the wrong reasons. So enjoy your laughs, enjoy whatever perceived victory. You just gain. We will see how all this turn out down the road. But I'm going out on my shield. Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know. More life. Ultra squad, stay circling.